Hello everyone, here is a question how to control thoughts. Here is my opinion. Thoughts come from a different state of mind and from the emotions we create. Thoughts are the expressions of our imagination, memory, and the current state of momentum created by five senses of human organs: sight, hear, smell, taste, and touch. Thoughts are natural and there are no such positive or negative thoughts. We label them as positive or negative. When we focus on one thing, our thought would not be distracted by any negative or positive thoughts. In my experience, we have less control over our conscious thoughts than we have previously assumed. Shifting the current state of mind and action to a different state of mind and action will help control the thoughts. Think from the perspective that we can't fight against the darkness to find the things that we were looking for. Instead, we can turn on the light and we can easily find them. In the same way, when any thoughts come into our mind, we are capable of distinguishing our thoughts as being positive or negative as normal humans. Emotions and wisdom come into play right away as soon as we have thoughts in our minds. If the thoughts are positive, we don't need effort and patience to control them. If they are negative, then we will need some effort and patience to control them. We all have experience in life that when we get really angry, it's hard to control than when we don't. It is always a good habit to control negative emotions before taking action against them, else it may bring a fatal result. Control negative emotion will allow the mind an opportunity to interact our thoughts to our wisdom, which can save lives in many cases. Let us take one example here. A man in a hurry wants to drive his car 120 miles per hour on the road where he was supposed to drive no more than 60 miles per hour. His emotion wants him to drive as fast as he could, but his wisdom reminds him about the consequences of his action and warns him about getting into accidents or get caught up by the cops. The important point to note is that his wisdom made him drive safe even though his emotional thoughts encouraged him to drive fast. This is how he was able to control his thoughts. At last, we will have more control over our thoughts when we practice breathing exercises on a regular basis. One way to practice this exercise is to be alone and take a deep breath 21 times continuously without interruption. Inhale from the nose and exhale from the mouth. When we inhale, it brings fresh air into our brain, and when we exhale, it will send out a bad breath in form of negative thoughts and emotions. These processes will purify our brain as negative thoughts tend to accumulate in our minds over a period of time. This exercise can be performed anytime during the day when we feel stressed, frustrated, depressed, and anxious. It will make us feel more control over our thoughts and will make us realize to see things from a different perspective. You may experience this and write comments. I hope you find this information helpful. It all begins with you. Thank you very much.